Hello my dear friends, my name is Sanne and welcome back to another beauty video. I think that today is gonna be the shortest, quickest and easiest makeup tutorial I will ever have on my channel because today I'm gonna show you my easy going to work makeup look. So this is just the basic makeup that I wear every day that I go to work or to my internship. Right now it's an internship. I work in a lab and technically I can wear whatever I want makeup wise. Like, I don't need to impress anyone, so it can also be very colorful, but I just don't really have the energy or the time in the morning to do that. So I figured out like this really quick 10-minute makeup routine which mainly focuses on me looking more awake and presentable instead of like I literally just rolled out of bed. That's the makeup look. It's very simple. We're just gonna be looking a bit more awake. So I'm gonna show you today how I achieve that look. Usually it takes me less than 10 minutes, so we'll see how that goes. And we're gonna start really easy in the morning because I am gonna do a tiny bit of skincare because we need a very lovely and hydrated base, and I feel like skincare in the morning is, for me, more important than doing makeup in the morning. Like, if I have time to do makeup, it's a bonus for me. So skincare is a must and makeup is a bonus, but we do like to do a little bit of a quick makeup look just to look a bit more awake and fun. And it's mainly gonna be focusing on the skin and the base. So I'm first going in with the Skin Bliss Aloe Vera Day and Night Cream, and I'm just doing that because my SPF is a bit on the drier side and we're in the middle of winter. My skin needs a lot of hydration, so I do like to add a little bit of an extra layer with some cream. And then I'm gonna go in with my SPF. I'm almost out of this one. This is the Biore UV Aqua Rich watery gel. You also have the watery essence, which I still have in my cupboard, so I'll be using that sometime soon as well. But this is the watery gel. I'm dropping it all over the floor. I like this SPF a lot in the summer, mainly because it feels like this like powdery. I don't know. After you have rubbed it into your skin, it feels like there's like a tiny bit like of a layer of powder or something. It's pretty mattifying. It doesn't feel like tacky or something. Like, it feels like it dries down. I don't know, I like the texture a lot, but I feel like in the winter it's just a bit too drying for my taste. In the summer it's good, but in the winter it's a bit too much. So I'm glad that I'm almost out of this one, so then I can move to my more hydrating SPFs. But we've done SPF. That's the most important part in the morning for me. That's basically the only, to me, very necessary step in the morning. I don't care about creams, I don't care about makeup. I only care that there's SPF on my face, because usually it also adds some hydration, so it works as a cream. But also we need the SPF to stay young, to stay fresh, to protect our skin from cancer, you know? Fun. So now that we have the skincare done, we can get onto the actual makeup and the base. And I'm gonna start very easy with the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I'm not doing foundation just because I don't really like the feel of foundation on my skin. I don't mind it when I'm doing more extravagant makeup looks, but when I'm just going to work and I'm gonna be also touching my face at work and whatever, I just don't want the layer of foundation on my skin. I just don't like it. So we're just adding a tiny bit under my eyes, cover up some spots that I have and any weird redness that I notice. But usually I keep it very light and subtle. And I like to blend it out with a wet sponge. I'm currently using the sponges from Boozy Shop. I really like these. They have a really nice bouncy texture, as you can see, but they also feel very like dense. I don't know how to describe it. It's a very nice sponge. So we're just blending that into the skin, and I'm going into wide circles to really spread that out. Make it like a thin, you know, a bit of a medium coverage layer, and really make sure that it looks as much like skin as possible. Which, of course, disclaimer, it's never gonna look like skin because you're putting product on top anyway, but you know, I kind of want to keep the layer as thin as possible just to keep it very natural and like day-to-day wear. And I feel like with this concealer you need to work fast because it dries down quite quickly. And I also like to go over my eyes just a tiny bit with the leftovers, just to kind of cover up those veins in my eyelids, you know. Then we're going in with my new favorite powder, which is the Et tu sais Face Edition powder, which comes with a very cute powder puff, which looks absolutely disgusting. But look, we're already so far into this powder. I've had it since the summer. It's my favorite new powder. I love it so much, but I can't really find it anywhere near me, so I think I'll just have to accept that this is the last one that I'll use. And I'm just tapping a tiny bit of the powder into my skin, mainly to set the concealer under my eyes, and then just mattify the entire face a tiny bit. Just want to make sure that our under eyes look a bit more even and awake and not like I haven't slept for 5 days. Then before we continue with the rest of the face, I'm gonna focus on my brows. So just combing them through. And I'm using the Cara Beauty Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. It's a very thin brow pencil. I've really been enjoying it. And I'm just using that to fill in some gaps in my brows. Just with some very slight brush strokes. I feel like it makes such a difference. See, we have a full brow. That's basically my favorite part in the morning, and if I have even less time than I imagined, then mainly the thing that I will do is add some brow pencil, because I feel like the filled in brows just add so much to the look and immediately make me feel more polished and put together. So if I have to pick one part of my makeup routine to stick to in the morning, it has to be the brows. And then I like to set my brows using the Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. I'm not going to show you this one because it looks gross. Because, you know, it's a clear gel in a clear tube, but every time I brush it through my just painted brows, or like the brows that I just added the brow pencil to, it will take a bit of that brown pigment with it back into the tube. So the tube looks like it's growing stuff, but it's fine, it's just pigment, but it just doesn't look nice. Okay, brows done, so we can get back to the base, and I'm gonna use this absolutely busted up blush, which is the Essence The Blush in the shade 90 Bedazzling. I also some days just like to go in with a cream blush, which is easy because you can just use the sponge, but today I'm going in with this powder blush, and this is the perfect everyday shade for me. I'm just tapping that onto the higher points of my cheeks and blending it out. I also like to slightly drag it underneath my eyes just to blend that bright concealer into the rest of my skin. And then I like to go over my nose as well. Lovely. And then sometimes just do a tiny bit on the forehead and the chin. Make it all look a bit more even. Then I'm gonna go in with some highlighter. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Highlighter in the shade Flexitarian, which is the weird squishy formula that Colourpop has. See how bright that is. I really enjoyed this to just tap it into my skin with my fingers a bit. I like how you can tone it down a tiny bit and blend it in, or make it really, really bright. Or anything in between. You can really work with this one. I really like it. Look how bright that is. Lovely. And then I like to also grab that and put it a bit on my inner corner. And then some on the brow bone. Just my usual highlight points. And a bit on the cupid's bow. And then we're gonna hop into like the most wild, creative, intense part of this makeup tutorial, which is eyeliner. And I'm using the Essence The Dip eyeliner in brown. It's a waterproof one. Usually not the biggest fan of waterproof makeup, but I like it for work and for simple things like this. And I like that this is brown. So it's still a pretty deep brown, so it comes close to being black, but it's just slightly less aggressive than black. And I'm gonna be grabbing this and just making a really thin liner. Really just focusing on the outer edge of my eye. Nothing more, nothing less. It's gonna be a really subtle liner moment. Something like that, just kind of to highlight the eye. Same on the other side, or at least, you know, we try. Usually the liners end up looking really different on both sides, but my eyes are very asymmetrical anyway, so I don't really mind. So yeah, that's the eyeliner down, just very simple, very subtle. Then I'm gonna add some mascara. I'm grabbing the, I think it's the Isahan Kiss Me Heroin Make Long and Curl Mascara Advanced Film. Very long name, but it's just a very subtle everyday kind of mascara to me. Just popping that on the lashes. I always feel like the mascara takes the longest of anything that I do in my makeup routine, because you just want to make sure your lashes are coated evenly, that they're taking shape. So I just like to go in very carefully and go over them and over them until they reach the perfect length and consistency, basically. So usually it takes me quite a little while to do my mascara. I have noticed recently that it takes up a lot more time than I think it does. And now that we have that done, it's time for the last step, which is adding something to my lips. And usually I like to go in with just a bit of a gloss or a tinted lip balm. So today I'm going in with the Root Cosmetics tinted lip balm in the shade Blush, which is just a very, very cute tinted lip balm to me. And usually it doesn't add that much, it just makes it look a tiny bit more pigmented. Exactly what a tinted lip balm needs to do, you know? Okay, so that's the look already. This is the most subtle look I've ever done a makeup tutorial for on this channel. Can you even see I'm wearing makeup? Now obviously I'm shining like crazy. We love a good highlighter even during a natural day. But this is just, to me, the perfect look for my work, because it's not gonna bother me throughout the day. It doesn't matter if I rub my eyes that much. It's not gonna take a whole lot of time to put on or take off, but it does make me look very much more awake and put together, which that's how I like to present myself, you know? So that's my everyday for work makeup routine. Let me know what kind of makeup you wear to work. Like, do you wear very extravagant colors and glitters or anything? Or do you just wear something subtle like this? Let me know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. If you want to see even more from me, my Instagram is linked down below, where I share my usual makeup looks. And that's gonna be it for me today. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toodles!